Hey everybody, you are tuned in to Hanging with Here to Zen, the show that is a place for people who love all kinds of music. We really hope you enjoy your time with us today. Make sure you hit subscribe if you already haven't, and hit that notification bell to be kept up to date. We would love to hear from you over on our social media platforms, so just search Here to Zen and you'll find us. Lastly, could you leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify or Google Podcasts, or wherever you're going to be tuning in from? Those reviews help other people to find us, so we appreciate the reviews and the support. Thanks so much for tuning in. This episode is proudly presented by One World Entertainment and the Smashing Pumpkins' The World is a Vampire Festival, running from April 15 through to April 30. Go to oneworldentertainment.com.au for more information. And now on with the show.
Happy.
Hey guys, it's Mert from Here to Zen magazine, and we're here with Stix from Steel Panther, the rock and rollers, the awesome rock and rollers. Andrew can't be here today, unfortunately, because I don't know where the fuck he is, really. He's just decided not to fucking show up. So it's just me. So yours truly. So this is my first interview, so I hope I do it okay. So welcome, sir. Welcome, Stix. It's great to have you for Here to Zen. How are you, man?
Thank you, Mert. There was a part of me that was going to leave because Andrew's not here, because I now think Andrew's the worst. Yeah. But then there was another part of me that started kind of giggling inside because I was almost going to be the worst interview that you would ever have, and I was going to just give you one-word answers and go, yeah, no. And it would have been funny for me, but the viewer and listener would have been like, this is the worst shit ever. But so I decided I want to give you verbal gold. So to answer your question, I'm doing great. I'm fucking excited to be here with you. I'm grateful that you're talking with me, and I'm excited to talk about the new record, and I'm excited to talk about titties.
Awesome. You would have saw, look, thank you, man. You would have saw a few of those in Australia just recently in the recent tour. Unfortunately, I didn't get there, but I heard that the headlights were showing a fair bit around the country. So
I got to say, I saw titties from Newcastle to Melbourne, and the interesting thing is they all look about the same. They're all right around this area. Some are lower, some are higher, some are older, some are younger, but they're all fucking awesome.
I can imagine. So all I got was Drew sending me photos all night, not of the titties, but of you guys telling me how fucking good it was and me missing out. So unfortunately, I had other plans that night, which I couldn't get out of, which I should have got out of.
What was more important?
It's a long story. Well, actually, it's a long story. You don't want to go there. There was, I really wanted to audition for the bass player in the band. I know you've got Spider and all, and he seems to be doing all right. So, I really wanted to jump on that audition. But around about that time, I had a death in the family, and this is what sort of stopped me from doing a few things. It was a horrible, horrible death of my brother Bruce. Unfortunately, he was involved in a bit of an accident, a bit of a at Brisbane's Expo. He took a young lady home, and they were doing one thing led to another. I told him not to try the helicopter again, man. I told him not to do it, but he did it. He wasn't found for a week later. Apparently the bed broke, the chest of drawers fell on him, and it's still a bit touchy, but look, there was reasons why I couldn't make it, but yeah, and also I wanted to audition, but I think I've got the look, Stix. I think I've got what you're after. If you give me a second, I reckon would be a great backup.
Let me see it.
If you just give me a second, I reckon I've got the look for you. Give me your opinion.
Let me see it. I don't have enough room.
So I reckon, man, like seriously, I don't know why I didn't get the call back, but I think, I'd appreciate some tips, but I reckon...
I can tell you why. I can tell you why right now.
Oh shit! There goes the hat. What? Look, what am I doing wrong?
Your facial hair. The
Ah,
carpet does not match the drapes. And
that's
it's too like Black Label Society.
it's
Like
too.
it's too hairy. You have to like smooth that shit out because like
Ah,
if you think about 80s bands, there was only one band that had scruff. Who was that?
it's rough. Jesus, man, you got me. I'm thinking Zach Wild on his in his later days, but not who had the scruff. We had some
Early
early
days, Zach Wild
Boston.
was very pretty. Early, okay, so the band, this is trivia, Mert. This is shit you need to know. Who was the band that had the lead singer had scruff? He was known for it.
Oh, yeah, ZZ Top happening.
No, 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 no.
No,
That's not a heavy metal band. This is a fucking 80s heavy metal band. Scruff.
you got me. It's gonna be so fucking obvious.
Here we go. We're taking them on tour with us in the UK.
In the UK.
Yeah.
No, you got me. My brain's not working.
It starts with a W.
W. Wasp, Warlock, Warrior. Well, not Dore Pesh. She hasn't got scruff. Well,
And it doesn't start with a W.
No.
Winger.
Winger. Oh man, of course.
Yeah, Mert, let's go, man.
Let's
Come
go
on.
get with the
I
program.
need you. I
Jesus,
need
Lord.
you fucking here with me. So, anyway, long story short, you're gonna need to shave this if you want to. Well, look, you're gonna have to fight Spider if you want a shot now because he's our fucking guy.
And he's doing a fucking great job. So, but there must be something, man, that you like. You've been touring with him for a little while now. There must be something like those little things that drive you nuts, like that want to make you probably put a pillow over his head. What's he do that really, that's it's
I'll tell you what, I don't know because I don't really pay attention to him. When I'm on tour, we play. I drink a little tequila. I go chase girls, and then I go to sleep. Well, I smoke weed, and then I go to sleep. And then when I wake up early. Spider literally sleeps till 2 in the afternoon. It's fucking crazy. It doesn't drive me nuts because he's just sleep. He doesn't do anything to bother me because he's always sleeping. And he's we've known him since like fucking late 80s. And so it's he's not like a new guy to us, like when we got him in the band, he's a friend. We've been playing with him in different bands our whole lives. At one point or another, each one of us has been in different bands with him. So it was a very natural fit.
It's very cool. He's doing a great job and he fits the band so well. And that's pretty obvious when I see you guys play. It's obviously a great chemistry there. So speaking of the new album, as I said, Feb 24 is going to drop On The Prowl. Great songs. Great, yeah. Really personal favorites. Never too late to get some pussy. Magical Vagina. I was going to say, you haven't written a song that rhymes with vagina, but I'm so happy that you got a beautiful track. I mean, this is quality writing and great material. Is My Dick Enough? Fucking great songs, man. Everyone's going to love this album. So how does it not get boring? How does it not get old? How do you keep writing such classic material? I mean, what, album number 6?
Album number 6, and that is actually a really good question. I think the answer is it doesn't get boring or old because we truly, truly love the genre of music that we're in. We're from that time, and we're not doing it because we think it's what we should be doing. We're doing it because it's fucking real, and we're lucky to be 6 albums deep. Most bands don't make it to 6 records. That's just the facts. I mean, yes, there's the classics. There's Ozzy, Judas Priest, there's those bands that are just have put out a ton of records, but most bands don't make it to 6 albums. And it really is, we really, really, really are lucky to be able to play this genre of music that we grew up on, that we truly love. And it doesn't get boring because I get to hit the drums and play fucking rock and roll. Like, when it gets boring, that's when I'll quit. Because
exactly right, man. Exactly. And it shows you're having fun. And when you're not having fun, the audience know that. And that's when it's time to hang up the boots, man. And look, and I think 1987, what a ripper of a track. That takes me back to a time and a place of like, fuck me, man. This is one of my best memories. You know, and that song is just, yeah, it's a great song. Obviously, you got the foot pedal. Satch has got his foot pedal out, 87 pedal, which is awesome. I was going to say to that bad boy, like, you know, is that something that's am I gonna play better if I buy that pedal? 1987. I'm sure I will. I'm expecting some.
No, you won't.
No, you think it's not gonna happen?
You will play exactly the same, but you will be sexier.
I don't think that's possible, man. But I
trust me, dude. It's possible.
I'm expecting some Sammy Kerr Trick or Treat thing to come out and like transform me back to 87 and just, you know, possess me and take over. Like
if you play the guitar pedal, if you play the 1987 pedal, actually your licks will be a little bit better, and there's a solid shot you're going to get laid by a hotter chick than you normally would, or guy, whatever you're into,
whatever floats your boat.
They're gonna be hotter.
So in regards to the pussy melter and the butthole burner, like I think 87's for me. Should I mix the whole three, you reckon? I mean, Satch is probably the dude to, I don't know, but yeah, it's...
The more the better. If you can mix all four of them, the Poontang Boomerang, if you can mix all four pedals and you can make it sound good, good on you.
Awesome. So what's happening with you guys now? Obviously the new album, you're obviously touring, so...
We got a big tour coming up. Of the States. We have we're gonna do the UK. Like I said, we're taking Winger out with us. It's gonna be fucking unbelievable. We're doing a couple festivals in Germany, Rock and Park, Rock and Ring. We just, you know, we're going to try to infect the world with Steel Panther and share the joy and share the licks with the people.
It's fun, man. I look forward to seeing you back in Australia with the On The Prowl tour sometime. Would it, you know, what are the chances of this year, next year?
Next year, well, this year's kind of getting, getting booked up, but I'm thinking next year sometime. Hopefully we get out to Australia in 24 and make it a big fat run and play a lot of cities we haven't played before, because we play the major cities, but I'd like to play some, like, you know, I'd like to do some smaller venues in some smaller cities and make it, you know, 2 weeks of just pure Aussie rock.
It'll be fun. I'm from a little place called Tassie, down the bottom of Australia, from Hobart. So I lived most of my life there. So I've moved up to Brizzy, and we didn't get many gigs down there. It's a little place, and I'm sure many people would love to fucking come and see Steel Panther down there. I think you'd blow the place up, to be honest with you. I think it'll fucking rock it. They wouldn't know what hit them, man.
You know what, I think that would be really cool, because, you know, when you come from the States, or, you know, it's not easy. That's why a lot of bands don't go to Australia. It's expensive, and it's, you know, it's got to be worth it. You don't want to lose your ass going on a tour. But because we've been able to be in Australia a few times, I think it'd be fun to go down there and do the major markets, but then also do like some smaller satellite cities and bring the rock. Bring the rock to the people. That's what I want to do. That's the whole point of this thing. You know, the whole point of being in a band is to get laid, play some heavy metal, and have a great time.
Sounds like a pretty good life to me. Awesome, man. And On The Prowl, the cover art, it gets back, what an awesome cover that is for the album. Who is responsible for that? Because it looks bloody amazing. So, and it's on pretty vinyl. It's going to be on cassette. It's going to be all ready to rock and roll.
I am responsible for making a phone call. It is an Aussie girl who did it.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, her name is Minnie, and her Instagram is Till Death Do Us Art. And if you go on her Instagram, and I'm promoting her because she's fucking brilliant, and she was so easy to work with. I described what I wanted to see, and she just fucking nailed it. Her style is so good, and she was affordable, and she was fucking easy to work with. And this cover is our first animated cover, because every other cover we've had has been a photo, right? And it turned out, I'm glad that you mentioned it, because it turned out it's a wild cover. It's crazy.
It's awesome. I can see it like beautiful in a frame sitting on my wall. So that's going to have to happen. But it just looks so, and it brings back, it's your vibe, man. It's the 80s vibe. It's what it's all about. It's rock. It really, yeah, it's something that really appealed to me. When I saw that cover, I thought, man, that's fucking awesome.
Thank you. I can't promote her enough because she deserves to work. And she's fucking brilliant.
Awesome. So getting back to other bands you've like toured with and shit like that. I mean, putting it mildly, who, I guess throwing it out there, who would you like to punch?
Who would I like to punch? Well,
that's probably enhance. I shouldn't enhance or encourage violence in any way, shape, or form, but there must be some times where you've gone, you know what, fuck this.
Well, we had a little tiff with Motley Crue, but I don't waste my time really talking about them. We grew up listening to Motley Crue and digging them. They didn't like us on a tour. We did a tour with Def Leppard and Motley Crue. Def Leppard guys were super, super cool. Motley wasn't too happy about it. But other than that, I got to tell you, what I find in rock and roll, and I see it in regular life, is the big bands generally are fucking cool. It's like a big boss at a company, right? Big boss is generally cool. The CEO, they're cool because they're at the top. They're already there. The middle management are fucking dickheads because they are trying to claw their way higher. And so they're going to make other employees look like shit. And they're going to try to exercise their power and flex because they think that they can. But they're just fucking middle management. So you got this middle level of bands. And that's where I noticed the biggest dickheads, if there are dickheads in this business, in some of those like middle tier bands. And it's like, dude, you're fucking playing music. You're playing rock and roll. You're not curing cancer. You're not fucking saving lives. You're just fucking rocking. So don't be a dick.
And you're right, man. There's dickheads everywhere. So it's an unfortunate fact of life.
There's dickheads everywhere, and there's cool people everywhere.
There is cool people everywhere too. For each dickhead, you find another 10 cool people. So
yeah,
it works out well. So tell me, who's the practical joker of the band? Who? I mean, what? Tell me some things that you guys have done that have really, like, oh fuck, that could have ended up in tears, or I could have nearly died. I'm sure you've got some stories to tell.
Well, I mean, I could have died several times just because of drugs, but like, it's funny. I think Satchel would be the biggest practical joker in the band. I think Satchel probably the biggest practical joker, and then Spider. I'm not a big practical joker. I don't like. I don't know why. Though we were on the show Impractical Jokers, which was pretty fucking amazing. You know that show?
Yep.
So that was pretty cool. We put an actual human inside of a kick drum, and we played a concert. It was crazy to watch him. But I would say Satchel probably, and then I just like to play the heavy metal and party.
Sounds pretty cool to me, man. So no, you do an awesome job with that as well. So, but I guess your fitness routine as well. I mean, you guys stay ripped. I mean, what's the deal with that? Apart from your extracurricular activities, what's the deal? So how do you keep so fit? How do you keep rocking it?
Well, first of all, we wear fucking spandex, so you can't have, dude. It's just not cool to be fat in spandex, and I yo-yo. My weight goes up and it goes down, and I was 249 pounds at one point.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, dude, I'm not bullshitting. 240 fucking 9. And I remember seeing those numbers on the scale in that order, 249. I was like, oh my God. And I went to the doctors, for some, like, a regular checkup, and my doctor goes, yeah, you're fat. Like, straight up. And I went, but you're a doctor, you can't say. He goes, dude, you're fat. You need to lose weight. So I was like, oh God. So I actually went on, I started intermittent fasting, and I started exercising. There's no secret weapon. There's no secret magic bullet. It's fucking diet and exercise. There's no two fucking ways about it. I mean, if you want to keep it off, you gotta eat right, because if you eat shitty and you exercise, you won't lose it. You'll just kind of stay. But if you want to go for it, you want to pound it, and you want to end up shred town USA, diet, exercise. That's it.
That's it. I just got to give up food, but I think, yeah, I'm trying very hard in that respect. So trying to do it, exercise and eat well. But yeah, you guys rock it. So
Thank you,
man. Look, I've taken up a shitload of your time. I really, really appreciate it. We can't wait till the new album comes out on Feb 24 here in Australia. I think everyone's going to love it. As I said, I've had the privilege to have a really good listen to it. It's amazing. So it's just album number 6, cover art's incredible. You got some great vinyl on the store. You've got cassettes. You've got some cool shit. And we mentioned those guitar pedals. Amazing. So, mate, we can't wait to actually get our little hot hands on that physical copy. And I tell everyone to go buy a copy. If you're a fan of Steel Panther, you're a fan of 80s rock, hard rock, go get it. You won't be disappointed because it's a killer album. It's a fun album and clearly portrayed your attitude and what you guys do in your music. So I cannot thank you enough. And thanks for being kind with me today. And
good job, dude.
And rocking up, man, for the interview. And I really appreciate it. And I know you're friends of Here to Zen. And we had Mike recently last year before the gig. And yeah, really appreciate the time, man. And I wish you all the very best for the next year in the tour. And Spider, he's fitting in really well, suiting the band great. And
thank you.
Keep fucking doing what you do, man.
We will, bro. Thanks for having me. Good job on your first one.
Thank you, Stix. Appreciate it, mate.
All right, bro. Take care.
Cheers, man. You too.
Okay, bye.
The world is a vampire.
The Smashing Pumpkins are coming down under this April for their World is a Vampire Festival. With special guests, Jane's Addiction, Amel and the Sniffers, and more. Plus, professional wrestling, the NWA versus Australia's best. Tickets on sale now at oneworldentertainment.com.au. The Smashing Pumpkins World is a Vampire Festival. Get your tickets now.